About 5 years ago, I was addicted to porn. Highly addicted to porn because I had this mindset of all or nothing. I told myself that I was gonna quit. I told myself that that was enough. But then, of course, I would realize because I'm flawed and humans are flawed by nature. If you set yourself a goal and you fail at it, that is a normal part of the human experience. And if you're reading this title, chances are that you resonate with that. So let me talk to you about how you can overcome this. It is not all or nothing, bro. This is a process of improvement, a slow process. I have officially quit porn about a year ago. How did I manage to do that? It's like the gym. That is a mindset you must adopt. In life, you must adopt the mind of progressive overload and progressive deload. With NoFap, you must slowly, with quitting porn, you must slowly deload it. You must slowly take the weight off your chest. You're doing it 3 times a week. You're gonna do it next week. It's gonna be 3 times. The week after is gonna be 3 times. The week after you're gonna do it 2 times, and you slowly deload it off. You slowly start rewiring your brain. That's been taken control of by the porn that you're watching, by the content you're consuming. It's not just the porn, bro. A lot of the things that you are consuming are taking your attention and leading you that way. And this one mindset that I want to emphasize to you is not all or nothing. You don't have to be perfect. You're allowed to fail. This is part of the human experience. Even in the Bible, many of the religions you read, even in Islam, it says that you're gonna fail as a human. You're just not gonna set up yourself. You're not gonna set the standard that God has set. You just try to be better every day. And that's part of this journey. That's part of quitting your porn addiction. It's not all or nothing. You have to slowly deload it. You have to get better at it over time. And so you might be asking me, how do you do that? First, you adopt that mindset that I just told you. You give yourself permission. If you fail, you give yourself space. Because I talked in my previous video, and I talk about this in my course as well, linked down in the description if you want to look at it. I go in details about how your self-esteem, your self-image is really the deep-rooted issue in your porn addiction. And that's why it all comes back to how you treat yourself. Do you respect yourself? Do you love yourself? If you do something bad, do you beat yourself over it, or do you respect yourself, pick yourself up, and try again? Because let me put it this way: if you're a good friend, you will relate. When a friend of yours fails at something, do you mock him? Do you just mock him, laugh at him, or do you actually try to help him? You try to tell him it's fine to fail. One of my friends recently relapsed, and I'm trying to help him out of his addiction. I didn't sit there and beat him up. I told him that as part of the process. I used to relapse all the time. What separates the people that quit and the people who don't is the people who actually adopt this mindset of never ending journey. Is it improvement? Is it a journey that's gonna take you maybe months, maybe years, depending on how long that porn addiction lasted. So if you're watching this, a lot of you might be desperate because you think that this addiction will have this grip on your life forever and that you can't quit with that one decision. So you decide, oh, I'm just not meant for it. But let me tell you, that is the wrong mindset. I have used this analogy before, I'll use it again. What do you tell a fat guy in the gym when he's not seeing results when he only been there for a month? You tell him to keep hitting the gym. You tell him to keep doing the reps. You tell him to keep dieting. It's consistency. It's a process of consistency. It's a process of never giving up. That's what it is. That's what life is about in general. And your porn addiction is no different. Your porn addiction stems from your poor lack of self-love and your self-esteem. If your self-esteem is low, porn addiction is going to eat at you. And the way you start rebuilding that self-esteem is by loving yourself, by telling yourself it's fine, by telling yourself that you need to stop focusing on the outcome, stop focusing on the process that you're implementing. Do you have a process in your life? Do you have a goal? Start implementing it. In the gym, you have a goal, you have a meal plan, you have a workout plan. You just go in the gym and do random things. If so, your results are going to look scattered and they're not going to look good. So this is for the people that are really struggling with this. I urge you to check your self-talk, to check your mindset when you're in NoFap. Do you just let it consume you? Do you negatively talk to yourself every day? Because if that's the way that you're doing it, you're going about it all wrong. NoFap is not just this thing that you, once you quit, you magically are free. It's in the process that you're doing it. It's in the process that is letting you become the type of man that does not need porn. If you're watching porn right now because of the type of man you are, that doesn't mean you're unworthy of love. But it's something in your brain needs porn. And identifying that and realizing that is one of the most important things. Understand that you need to work on the self-image that is so poor in your mind. And I will talk about the self-image in other videos to help you guys with this. But this is one mindset I need to leave you with, is that the way you tell yourself, like some people say, is all or nothing. That is a shitty mindset to adopt. And I recommend you guys have a more healthier mindset about this and go on about it in a healthier way, like negatively deloading it. For example, just do less every month, and it will compound. You progressively overload in that, and your mind, you will get better control over it in long term.